How y'all doing? Uh-oh. Sorry I'm late, as usual. Let's take these off. The glare is bad. I'm eating some pretzels with cheese. I need a bit of a snack. And I'm surrounded by packages. Everywhere I look, there's all kinds of packages. So, what's up, Austin? How you doing? Hey, Wildcats Revenge. What's up, Droko? So we're just going to kind of hang out here for a minute before I start opening things up. So these are all things I'm going to try anyway for urban car camping. So I hate Stanley Cups. Hate them, hate them, hate them. Just because they're too popular. When you said that, I thought this was pre-recorded. When I said what? What's up, Mel? How are you doing? So, we are going to be doing some very simple stuff. Trying to create like an urban car camping situation that's comfortable for this summer. Oh, pretzels and cheese. Okay, gotcha. I'm getting my wheels replaced on my car and watching this at full volume in the tire shop. What's up, Yoko? How you doing? So yeah, we're going to be setting this up as well as we possibly can. Excuse me eating. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. But pretzels and cheese is, like, it's not actually a good meal, like, at all. I just melt cheese over pretzels. Does anyone else do this? Am I just weird? So, we're going to be talking, yeah, I do it with chips all the time, but I've never had people, I don't think I've ever heard of someone saying that they do it with pretzels, but I like doing it. They do get a little bit more chewy, though. Ghoster Coaster, I'm too nice for that. Those are called Pennsylvania nachos. It's too early in the video for that. That's right. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna talk about all the different possibilities and the way my setup's gonna be, and we're gonna unbox all these things. So we've got 14 people in the chat. Let's start. So okay, first of all, we'll just kind of take you guys through what all we have here. So the very first thing and kind of the crux of everything is this. This thing is very important. The Master Force portable power station. So this thing I can charge, and it has, so you charge it in the car. You can do that, but you only hook it up for a half hour at a time. Otherwise, it'll get too hot and could explode. So I don't think it would, but you know, you don't want to take that chance. So it has in it all kinds of different things, including like a voltage amount, like it shows how much it's been charged. And then, at least this is what I understand so far, you can jump start your car with it if you would need to, which is nice to have also just in case. But then also all these different plugs. There's 12 volt plugs, and then there's regular like wall sockets. And then you also have 2 USB ports. So I could run like some rope lights, run a little mini fan, or charge my phone, which is really the thing I'm most concerned about. I'm concerned a little bit about heating and cooling. You know, I don't want to be too cold, but I could also plug up like an electric blanket to it if I needed to do something like that. So we'll be unboxing that in just a little bit here. But we'll kind of go through all the components first. And then we also have, I'm not sure if I'm missing any chat stuff, so, okay. I'm not. Please keep chatting. Tell me what you guys are thinking. We also have True Air. This is like a little mini blow-up sleeping bed, and I have 2 of these. So these are going to go into the car in the back, and I can put down both of the back rows of seats because my car has 3 rows of seats, so I can put down the back 2. And then these fill up, so you only get like 2 inches off the floor, but it'll still fill it up just a little bit and help you to get off the floor for a little bit of comfort, which will be good. I'll probably also have a couple of blankets, but I wanted to have something that could kind of get that off. And then for me, I mean, I got both, but also Drew will be with me, and we'll be sleeping in the back of the car for some of the spring break trip. So with that, I want to make sure that he has one also that he can use there. Very smart of you to get a generator in case Wild Mouse keeps going down. Yep, that's exactly why I got it. I'm just going to go in and just be like, you know what, guys, I'm taking over. I also got a couple of sleeping bags. These are sleeping bag blankets, so I can open them up and just use them as a blanket. I don't know if you guys ever feel like this, but a lot of times sleeping bags are ridiculous for me. They're just, you get in them and you're just too hot. You're like trying to get a leg out. You unzip the whole thing and you're just like, it's too much now. So instead, we're going to have that there. And then this one too. So then I can use a blanket if we need to get that, if I'm just too hot, because I always get way too hot for me. What's up, Keldon? How you doing? Is that right? Yeah, Keldon. Good call on the blanket style. Drew's getting a couple other things too, so it's not just me. Also, Drew has a fan too that we're gonna try out. I have one also, but so then we also have this power inverter too for the car. Everyone's had one of these at some point, I'm sure. We've got a new magic mount. Hopefully this one will be a bit more, a bit less bouncy if I actually want to film in the car, because I've filmed some stuff, but it's been not good. I will not be staying in the Carowinds parking lot. I'll be headed out to Carowinds, Dollywood. I keep thinking I have my glasses on. If you ever see me do this, I just reflexively grab them. So if I'm not wearing them, I'm always like, oh, it's gone. Yeah, so we'll be staying at, who knows, different places. But we're not going to give away our secrets. But, yeah, we'll just leave it at different places, different parking lots so we can stay at rest stops, stuff like that. So that we can have a cheap trip and not an expensive trip, which is usually what it is, because $100 a night at the least for a hotel is quite a bit of money, and neither of us wants to spend that. So Let us know where you are staying so we can follow you. Honestly, we don't even know where we're staying. I also got a couple more pocket juicers. I love these things because they charge it or they plug into the wall. So if I go anywhere like a Starbucks or whatever, I can always make sure that I can get in there. Yeah, so every court jester, everyone that wears glasses has some type of mindless habit that they only notice when they aren't wearing their glasses. Wait, so you're going to be staying in your car? Yes, we're staying in our car. So, or in my car, I guess. So yeah, these, and I got another one too, just in case. That way I can always make sure that one is charged up. Yes, it is a very Mac Daddy Christmas, isn't it? It does feel like Christmas. It's almost time for the theme park season to start, guys. I'm so excited. I also got some blackout curtains. And to go with those, I got some 3M hooks. So I can put these on the roof of my car and make sure that these go over it. So I'll just put them in strategic places so that I can hang that up real fast. So this will just hang out in the back of my car. Then these can be up there at the top. What are some cheaper options for a hotel around Cedar Point and or camping grounds? There is the campground. Shoot, I forget what it's called. They have these campgrounds everywhere. It's like a chain of campgrounds. But they have cabins that you can stay at. If someone can think of what it's called, please let me know. It will drain your car battery. Well, that's why you can only KOA. That's it. Yes, KOA. So KOA has some hotel rooms that are like no frills hotel rooms. It's just a box to live in, basically, with some bunk beds. I think you could share it with several people. I think they may be like still like $60 or $70 a night, something like that. But they are options of what you could do. So also for whoever said something about the battery that I have, that battery, sure, it might drain the car battery. I don't really know. I don't think it will. I've asked about it several times, but that's also why I'm unboxing now so that I can start trying some of these things because we'll try it here at the house. If you're driving in your car, like I said, you're only supposed to have it on for 30 minutes. So it's not a bad idea. So, yeah. Taylor, if I'm going to bunk with you an hour away, unless you're going to drive, I guess you could always drive. That's not a bad idea. But if I'm going to do that, I might as well drive home at 2.5 hours. Like, it's not that different. If I'm going to stay, I'd rather stay like right there or fairly close by. I don't want to have to drive too far. I will tell you though, wherever I am, I will bunk down for the night. I'll sleep for 5 hours and then I'll be getting up. I do love you, Taylor. I'm sorry. I'll be getting up and I'll be going to the next place. So I'll probably do a lot of like sunrise. I don't know, maybe even sunrise lives at Cedar Point. Like just walk down the beach at Cedar Point and watch the sunrise. I'll be doing a lot of little things like that. And then probably taking naps here and there. Whether in my car or in the like other, like the Prestige lounge or something like that. Austin, what are you excited about? If y'all got a good cooler, you can save a ton on food. Well, we always get meal plans anyway. Saving on food is already there. Once we're at Cedar Point, sure, we can't have breakfast. We could go to McDonald's or something for breakfast if we want to. But like I can go into the park and I can eat 2 meals any day that I'm at Cedar Point. So yeah, on the road. Yeah, I got you there. And I mean, sometimes we won't be going to Cedar Fair Properties. So if we don't go to Cedar Fair Properties, then yeah, that'd be nice. I'm afraid it might be a bit more than what I might be able to afford as far as electricity goes. That kind of stuff would take it down. But I did find like a $29 cooler or a refrigerator today. And thought that might be kind of cool. But also, we could go get ice. Like, there's lots of little tricks you can do. Even Hotel Breakers has ice. So if I'm at Hotel Breakers, I could easily go get ice. I could go get ice from most hotels if I ever wanted to. Or, of course, buy some at just a gas station, something like that. It's so easy to buy ice, and it's not expensive, so. Definitely going grocery shopping too, though. Sunrise beach walk the day after Harbor House in May. Yeah, that'd be fun. But if I go to there, maybe I'll split a hotel with you, Taylor, for that day. Harbor House is really cool. Okay. So, I did buy a tiny handy heater also. I think this is lower on voltage, but again, that's why I'm going to try it. So I don't really know. I don't need much in the way of heat in order to get some stuff, but got friends we can stay with 1 block from Harbor House. Okay. I saw wanted pictures today. Just look like my friend. What? Have you done the sunrise tour on Valerie? I have never done any of those. No. He has a beard and it's funny. Okay. Have you done the sunrise tour? I have never done any of the sunrise tours. I would love to. I think it'd be really fun. I've just never done it so far. But maybe that's something that should be in the cards for this year. Again, some more blackout curtains to use. So they'll just hang up right in there, and then what I'm hoping for also is it'll allow a little bit of flow of the air too, because I can put down the windows. My car also has a big sunroof, so I could put that up also. Oh, I forgot about Altoids. Just because I wanted to. And then I bought a little tiny fan. Now, Drew has a fan, like I alluded to earlier. He has a fan that we can use also. But that fan is... What's up, Jeremiah? Long time no see. Yeah, sorry I wasn't here. Yeah, I'm streaming from home today. Sorry I didn't go live at all on Tuesday. I didn't feel good. I came back here. I took a nap. I was exhausted. I did not feel good for the rest of that night. Plus, I also took my car into the shop. So then my dad had to pick me up. I didn't even get home until like 6 o'clock. So, yeah. Took a while. Do you think you are hitting up Six Flags Great Adventure or Hershey Park? At some point, I would love to, but I don't have specific plans for it yet. We'll see what happens. Maybe Six Flags Great Adventure. I might do that like on a Sunday, but we'll have to see. So, let's start digging into some of this. I'm thinking it's got to be the battery first. Because I don't know if the big battery needs to be charged first. And then as soon as I charge that, then I can try charging other things in it as soon as that happens. Did you get any new pair of shoes for your next adventure? So that whole vlog was very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. And I was going to buy those shoes. And then I went in and I tried to use, all I had that day was Apple Pay. That's why I wasn't going to buy them live on stream. So I got told that I wasn't allowed to film, which I think if I reach out to them, I think they would let me film. It does say, I looked on their on their site, and Glenbrook Square Mall does have a no filming policy. I mean, obviously they can't. They're not gonna like tell you can't film ever in there. Like you can film like a friend or whatever. But if you're doing like a full vlog, they're gonna start to raise some suspicions. And I was filming the whole time. I had no idea that they had that clause at all. I've been in there multiple times to do it. And just didn't think about it, and that even being an issue. And they did stop me. So like I said, I saw that that was the case, but it does say on there, reach out to them. And if you're wanting to film, and then sometimes they can make some exceptions, or if they want to, like obviously I can't force them to. So I am going to reach out and just be like, hey, I like to go walking at the mall if I can. And I have been enjoying just going live while I do that. I'm not doing anything. I'm not filming any kind of like content to do anything weird. Trying to ruin anything, nothing like that. Yeah, so we'll see if that happens. I think that's gonna happen there. No, it's not something that happened after 9/11. It's really something that happened after vloggers started getting in, because there are some vloggers from Fort Wayne that like to go in and do like silly things. So they like to go and kind of, like people like to do interviews with random people. And so it was causing, I think, people, I did have one security guy talk to me about this, causing people to do, like to avoid the mall because they're doing annoying things to other people that they don't want to go shopping and to be interrupted by these other people. Either doing that or they were filming pranks at the mall, stuff like that. Like prank channels, some of these weird family channels, those are the ones that are really the problem. So, yeah, like it was just stopping people because they were there frequently filming these big pieces of content and, trying to get kicked out or different things like that. So that's not what I'm planning to do at all, but it's just the idea of, reaching out to them and letting them know that I'd like to come on certain days, but it's also right toward the end of winter. So how often am I even going to need to come? Is it a battle that's worth fighting at this moment because it's going to be nice weather pretty soon? Like we'll see. Eventually I'll talk to them about it. I'm just not sure that I care for the immediate moment, but that did play a tiny role in me not going live also the other day. So anyway, let's get this portable power station up. My word. Oh. This is the heaviest thing we're going to do tonight. So I can get this down here so that you guys can see what's going on. And I can take a few more pretzels as long as I don't knock it over. What's up, Christy? How are you doing? Okay, here it is. That was very simple. It reminds me of the car battery charger that I have. Portable power station. Okay, I'm glad to see this. I like it that this is all hooked in on two different sides. I was kind of afraid those could get loose. And I think they're just, yeah, that's easy. I love that. So I didn't want, I didn't want sparks to end up flying at some point because I did something stupid or something. So having those locked in there is definitely nice. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not even sure what I would need it for or what. Oh, this is for the, so yeah, this also has an air pump in it too. So this is for the air pump. So if I needed to pump in or pump up something, there's a needle for me to pump like bike tires with, something like that. And then there are some different fixtures for different things. I think one of these even could potentially work for my mattress. Probably this one right here for the mattresses that I have. So that's pretty cool. That's definitely a nice thing to be able to have in case I ever need it. So that's cool. I'll leave that attached here for whenever I might potentially want it. Okay, so on top of that, then also you have deep in here, this is deep in the heart of Texas. Kind of hard to get up. Out, here it is. That's the air pressurizer. So I can use that for anything that I would need to, involving air also. So I kind of like having this. Like it's a cool multi-purpose tool for a lot of different things. I think it even has a light on it too that I could use if I want to turn on the light. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. Yeah. Yep. So it is already on even. Oh, and it even flashes. So even if there's like a problem on the road too, that'll work for roadside stuff. That's cool. Jump start, off, on. And then we've got some different plugs here where I can plug in anything. So if I wanted to plug in that heater, I would plug it into this probably. And then I can use one of those for that. Or into some sort of an extension, or maybe into one of the 12 volts. So the 12 volts are right here. And then I can plug that same adapter that I have right into here. Yeah, Jackery actually was the one that I really wanted, Drew. But you can't get them unless it's online. And I hate buying things online. I hate it so much. I know I sound like an old man. I know I am an old man. I hate buying things online. I want to leave the store with an item. I don't want to buy it online and wait for it to magically appear at my doorstep. I am not into that. All right. So now we've got much easier things to undo, and then we'll try like hooking them up and see if they work or not. Let's see what all you guys have said. Always takes the annoying people to ruin it for the rest of us, yeah. They don't want anyone to see video proof that malls still exist. Oh, so oh my word, Jeremiah. I forgot, like I got on this huge tangent and I forgot the reason why. My ADD brain is at full steam right now. So anyway, I did walk then after we got kicked out. Well, not kicked out, but told to stop. I did walk back to the store and went to try to buy it. Well, then I tried to use my my phone, the phone that we're watching right now, which is the reason why I couldn't do it in the first place on live stream, because I didn't have my wallet with me. I'd left it here. So because of that, I was like, okay, well, I gotta try to use my Apple Wallet. So I used that and it worked. That was fine, but it doesn't work with my bank. And really, it's a problem with the bank itself, which then I thought, oh, well, it'll work to like use my debit card instead. So I went back the next day and tried to use my debit card. And then they were like, oh, we can't use your debit card either. So I'm kind of annoyed with it, honestly. I might just buy some Skechers for right now. Plus, then also my car's in the shop and it's going to be like $1,500 worth of repairs, something like that. And it was just like, I don't know that I want to buy expensive shoes, you know? So maybe I'll, try to get something supportive. But maybe I'll do some Skechers instead and see if those really work. And if they don't, and if my feet hurt pretty badly, then I can graduate onto something else. That would be fine with me. But I just don't want to like try to force anything and Yeah. So it was just like, you know what? It's not worth trying to spend the most expensive things. So, yes, I did just buy my car, but you buy it as is because I didn't buy a brand new car. So I bought a secondhand car, and then it has some problems inside it, just little things that I wanted to make sure are fixed and ready to go from the very get go. So since it's a used car, I did that. So it's fine. It did come with a limited warranty, and they are going to be covering a couple different things with that limited warranty, but not everything. Heat your space quick and easy. Now we're going to try this. I don't know if this is too much. It might be too many volts. I don't know. I read one and I thought it said 1700 volts. And I'm like, if it's 1700 volts, then that's not going to work. But maybe like, that seems like a ridiculous amount of voltage. So that seems wrong. But we'll see. So I got this one because it didn't say that on it. And I think this would fit just in there nicely. So if it's a cool night, you know, at Halloween weekends, or even just a cool spring night in May, I'm not going to be too cold with it. I think that might be a good option for me. Handy heater. Turbo heater. Who reads the instructions when you get something? Drew, I'm sure you do, don't you? You read every instruction, don't you? I don't. Oh, you do not? Okay, so I sometimes do. Yoko says I sometimes do. Okay. All right. I research everything on YouTube. Yeah, I mean that's the equivalent, the modern equivalent, isn't it? Okay, so that's cool. Just plugs into the wall. It does plug it. It looks like it plugs in upside down. Not quite the way I thought. I thought it would plug in the other way, but that would work too. It has little pads. Oh, one of the pads is gone. That's weird. Not sure what that is. Oh yeah, that's weird. That's really weird. Because all your stuff is on top, but all your wall sockets are going to be this way. So that's weird, unless it... Can you shift it? Okay, actually that might be what this is for. Yes, okay. So you can press down this little button right here. They have a little button here. I don't know that you guys care, but, you know, in case anybody wants to buy any of these things, if you're looking at doing some sort of camping or whatever, I mean, this video could be helpful for that, right? So turn it that way, or you can turn it this way. That's cool. Okay. And that makes a lot more sense, because I'm like, then all your stuff is on the top, and I was like, if that's on the bottom, that's going to be really a pain in the butt. Okay. Cool. Let's see if it'll work with this. Oh, I guess we need to bring it down, don't we? Anytime we try to plug this in, to bring it down. Let's put it in here. Now, is this actually charged? I mean, the light was on, right? I do love it that, like, if there's an emergency, this would be in my car. Like, I could use that for lots of different things. That's pretty cool. I don't know how to turn it on. Okay. I'm assuming It says jump start, but yeah, no, that can't be it. USB on off. There's something, one of these, somewhere you press a button, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. Battery. AC inverter. Oh, so that's how it sounds when you turn it on. But Droko, I don't read instructions. How dare you say that? Oh man, dang it. Okay, are you gonna turn on? Yeah, it turns on. That car camping is gonna be fun. Are you gonna cover your windows at night? Yes, I am. I have some stuff up here already. Okay, wait a minute. It turned off. Why did it turn off? Why did you turn off? You were on for a second, and now you're off. Ah, it's too many voltage. It's too much voltage, Drew. So that one's not going to work, I don't think. Well, that's kind of stinky. Oh, well. Oh, man. That's only for if it's really hot, though, so or really cold, though. So it might be fine. We'll have to see if there's any other option for how to do it. So we'll turn this off for now. Air compressor's on. And then you can turn it off. Okay, that's cool. So it'll say turn off. Yeah, I doubt we'll be cold either, Drew. And worst case scenario, if we are, we wake up every hour and turn on the car, right? 2 hours, whatever, however long it'll take. But yeah, North Carolina is not really known for its cold temperatures. So it's probably going to be fine. Or South Carolina, both of them. All right. We'll do the next thing. Oh, you know what? We'll run more things with that later. It's 70 degrees right now in North Carolina, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's more important for something for spring at Cedar Point, just in case it's ever too cold, or especially for Halloween weekends, but kind of like to have it all ready to go. Okay, so obviously these are just 3M hooks. I'm not really going to open those. That'll make a mess. But that's something. You also talked, someone said, I'm not eating rocks. Oh, man. But with these more powerful mics now, you guys are going to hear that kind of stuff, aren't you? It's going to be like a mukbang every time you're on the channel. But this is pretzels with cheese. And it's one of my favorite snacks. I just melt cheese over it. It can make them a little bit stale-ish. Like, I want to say soggy, but it's really not soggy. But, yeah. It still tastes good. I mean, I wouldn't, like, highly recommend it to... It's not, like, gourmet food, but... But I like it. Okay. Gonna take these off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. I watched the Taylor Swift concert last night on Disney Plus right before I went to bed. Oh, you know what else I watched? I watched Irish Wish. Irish Wish is a really good movie. I'm surprised at how good it was. But let's get to the Taylor Swift concert first. The Taylor Swift concert, I was surprised to see, like, they actually have kind of a storyline. You have, like, the backup dancers had, like, a storyline in it. And there's kind of a, yeah, like, I don't know. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was cool. It's on Disney Plus. Yep. Pretzels with cheese is that like the combo snack? No, not really. So I just melt cheese over it. It's not pretzels. Like that would be more normal, honestly. If I just got like squares of cheese and then ate some pretzels with that, that's like a very normal thing. But um so Yoko, you said Irish Wish, you heard it's like every Hallmark movie ever. I You're not really wrong, like change out Santa Claus for um there we go. That one was hard to open. Change out Santa Claus for kind of like a mystical saint, and you have Irish Wish, but it's Lindsay Lohan. And honest, Lindsay Lohan is like my girl again now. I was obsessed with her after Freaky Friday. I loved Lindsay Lohan after Freaky Friday. I remember watching her play the guitar, and I was like there was something in my brain that snapped where I was just like, oh my word, she's my dream girl. And the Mean Girls she was great in too, but then she kind of started going for more and more trashy films and just kind of turned into like a party girl, and I didn't buy her as that. I don't think most of America bought her as that. Even though like that, sure, that's fine with who she is, like if that's who you are, then that's who you are, fine, but it wasn't who we wanted to see. So here are the blackout curtains right here. They are maybe bigger than I even thought they were still. I tried to get the smallest ones that I could, but they have all of these little holes here that I can use, or I could turn them this way too if I want to and do some sort of a little connection, even if it's like paper. Like honestly, if it's just clips, that would work. I could just do paper clips and get through it. It would be fine. So that would be worthwhile either way. And we'll see what I need to do for it. So, what's up, Mom Survival? How you doing? They're not shower curtains, no, but they are just blackout curtains for, for a small window like this one right up above me here. But they'll work perfect, and they were like $15 for two of them, so that's enough for me, definitely. Trying to think where I should put everything once it's done. I guess I'll just put it down here. I'll show just one of these here, but actually maybe I shouldn't. Oh, okay, there we go. Just have to untie it. Would you be hungry for a plate of pizza rolls? I love a plate of pizza rolls. I have never been too snobbish for pizza rolls. Man, these are hard to open. Oh, there we go. Well, that was a lot easier than I meant for it to be, or than I was trying to make it out to be. So they are like a fleece sweater. If you look at that, that's what they are. And they're really just a blanket, but they're doubled. So we can do what we want with it. What flavor pizza rolls is the are there flavors? There's like cheese, pepperoni, and sausage, isn't there? So, and then I love it that they can go into this little compact space there. And I can even probably hook them up, like cover them all up, in the curtains too. So these curtains will be great. And then my windows are really tinted too. So the only place you'll even be able to tell that there's a curtain up is in the front. And you'd have to like look deep into the car to be able to see it, because I won't cover up the front seats. It'll just be covering up the back seats. And so it should be great. And then I can put safety pins in those and then just hook them up to the 3M hooks that I have that will go into the ceiling of the car. So that should work just perfectly, and it'll completely black out all of those so that while I'm in the car, not everybody can see me. But really, I could see them if I want to. Like, I could look out and see if anybody's there. So, cool. Get into that in a little bit here. Now, so far, everything that we've done has not worked. Except for this thing has worked. But this thing has not. So, we're going to have to try to figure that out in a little bit here. Okay. I've missed out a lot. Mean Girls is amazing, original and new. I love Mean Girls. I love the new Mean Girls. I love the old Mean Girls. I love all the Mean Girlses. But the new Mean Girls kind of, I don't know. I mean, it's different, obviously. It doesn't scratch that, like, nostalgic part of my brain. So, I'll just say that much. She used to hang out with Paris Hilton and get into trouble. She was definitely known as Party Girl. Yeah. Now she's like a family girl. She's married. She just had a baby. But she's been, like, in all her interviews, she's so sweet. Whoever is doing the, like, discussing of, or not discussing, but whoever is in charge of her, like, image is doing a really good job, because she's been, like, you can see she's been trying to really be, like, sweet and kind of what she used to be. Also, I love the little pratfalls that she's doing too in her movies. It just comes back to like I can buy her with lots of different messaging behind it, but I do love the, yeah, but even then, like, they've taken out the lip injections, or at least, like, it's not as clear anymore. Not like it was when, like, back in, 2010 or something like that, when she was really known as a party girl. So yeah, she's looking a lot less like Hollywood Wives and more like the girl next door. And that's kind of what we seem to want from her, because like her movie now, Irish Wish, is like the #1 movie in on Netflix. So I just watched it last night. It was fun. I liked it a lot. It was very enjoyable. All right, so I have this magnetic thing for in the car, and then it's MagSafe. Rinse under warm water, allow to air dry. Scan the QR code to watch the video. I've never done this before. How to use and renew your stick grip base. Oh, okay. And then there was this. So is this thing the MagSafe part? Oh, the stick grip base. Okay. No, this is the MagSafe part. It's just this will need to be used and reused. Okay. Well, I can watch that later. That'd be fine. Speaking of watching something, that's what this will be for. It comes with these things here. I'm not quite sure what those are, but I'm not going to open it all because I'll lose some. Oh, It sticks. Oh. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's cool. Does it stick here? No, just down here. Huh, okay. We'll find out. Maybe these are all different sticky pads. I'm not sure. I'm very uncertain, but it's there. Okay, cool. Bye, Yoko. Sorry, I didn't realize you were going. She's probably been gone for a long time. Ranch is delicious for pizza rolls. I do love ranch. I love blue cheese more, though. Bye, Drew and Yoko. I'm going in the car to go to Target. Oh, FYE Coasters is here. What's up? Trent, which one is your favorite? Fries or onion rings or, yeah, what do they call them? They don't call them Frunion rings. Frings. They call them frings. Yeah, I like the frings best. If I'm going to get fries and or onion rings, that's what I'd rather have. It's for the back of the foam. If it's not mag safe, okay. Yeah, the Hollywood look is getting scary for some people. All right. We're going to open this up. This is my power converter. Oh, and that's cool. I didn't expect it to be USB. I guess I do have a picture of that, but... And 120 volts also. That's cool. Cool. So let's try putting this in, see if it lights up, at least. AC inverter. So it says battery percent. Let's see if that's on. What can I do with that? I think it's nothing, honestly. Oh, no, it's on. And the light's on. So I wonder what that does then. If I were to plug this heater in on that setting, would that make a difference? Let's close that and we can put this down here so that we can see it. So, okay, we plug this in to the heater. The problem is it's going to cover up the whole heater. No, doesn't work. If I put it onto AC inverter, it would though. Or at least it did before. There we go. So that's weird. Maybe things with small enough battery percentages will work. Huh. We'll work on the battery percentages time. But not everything will. Because it looks like I can take this, I can go to here, and plug in this. Oh. Plug this in. Yeah. And that gets power to it. Now, if I plugged this in, let's say I plugged it in upside down. Would that work? That's not going to work for me to touch it. Yeah, turns on for like a second and then off again. Okay, well, that's good to know. I'm glad it's working at least. I wonder if I could charge my phone on it. Here. I see my charger down here. Go. When the USB ones are there. Now, this is my old phone, but it really shouldn't take much more or any more power than the other phone, so let's see. Does that charge? No, because it's not on AC converter. No, it's still not charging. What do you want from me? That's a problem. Oh, USB. Okay, there we go. USB needed to be turned on. No, it's still not working. Okay. Well, let's take that out and put it in here. Will it work from here? No, it's still not working. Well, does anybody have any ideas? Oh, there we go. 47% charged. Okay, now it's charging. Cool. Okay, now if I take it out, maybe it was just a problem with the charger. If I take it out and I put it back in here, will it charge? Yes. Okay, good. Good. Sometimes this thing can be finicky, so good. I'm glad. Try the inverter with the heater. Yeah, no, I tried the inverter with the heater. It didn't work. Your windows may fog up when sleeping in your car. They sell a dehumidifier bag you can place on your dashboard. Interesting. Okay. We have dehumidifier bags we hang in our camper that collects the humidity and the bag fills with water. They're very handy. Interesting. Where's your food? Food's right here, Beachcliff. How you doing? It's don't judge me. It's it is pretzels and cheese. That's all it is. Trap, my unit has different switches to work different plugs. Yeah, this one doesn't really. It does have this USB thing here, so I think I could turn that off if I wanted to and run everything else. So yeah, if I turn that off, it'll stop charging then. Now I don't know if there's anything else I can do to turn on and off anything else. I don't think there is, other than the light. Like, I could turn on the light, or I could turn off the light. Right there. Or turn it off. Are you going to HWN? What's HWN? I'm not sure what that is. Coming in late, just edited a new video. Awesome. I'll have to check it out, Beachcliff. What's up, Roger? Mine works with fan cap and Craftmatic bed with no problems. Yes, and that's what else we are going to be getting today. To see what else happens. Now, I'm not sure, honestly, I should probably figure this out. How you charge it. Okay, you charge it here. You have to get a... Okay, I didn't show this yet. Nothing cold here in Ohio. So back here, this is where you charge it. So I'll need to also bring some sort of a connector. It could even be a... Yeah. So in order to connect that, I would have to have some sort... I need to get some sort of a little extension cord. Yeah, I thought maybe Hollywood Nights, but... Yeah. HHN, I would love to go to Halloween Horror Nights. That would be bucket list item for me. But we'll see what happens this year. I would love to just go visit more places. I know Carowinds has had some great entertainment for Halloween Horror Nights, or for their Halloween stuff. Of course, I love Kings Island stuff. I love Cedar Point stuff. I'd love to go see some other places too. So all these. So anyway, this will connect, and it will connect to my car via this. So that's the whole idea, is I'll connect it via that. We'll charge it up a little bit. If it doesn't actually get to charge, then we'll have to figure out something else. We'll have to take it somewhere to charge it, whatever. But whatever we need to do, we'll have some options anyway. There are also some other options that you can do too with a two-sided male version of this. So it would have to have a string on it that would then connect the other side of this to another one. So yeah, it's confusing, but okay, well, that much is done. That's cool. And then I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it'll say off, so you press this little button here, and then it's here. I'll actually show it. So there, we start it up. And then we take one more down. That takes it down to the bottom one, and then off. If you're going to turn it off. Okay. So we've got that. We've got some other juicers too, and that's why, like, even if it wouldn't charge my phone, I'd have other options too. It is just a matter of getting as many options as possible, because something will work. Thuzy Mob, why is your shirt on? Sorry to disappoint. I do sometimes wear shirts. Okay, so I love these because you can see how much battery life they have. And then you also can plug them straight into the wall. And both of those things I think are incredible. And then also you can charge your phone while it goes into the wall. Oh, and this one has a C charger too. I didn't realize that one. C charger. So that's perfect. Yeah, but I love being able to have multiple options there. So, yeah. Okay, clearly we... Is that good? It's his trademark. That's funny. Here, we'll have to leave it a little bit. I'm a thirst trap. My eyes. I'm so glad you were there for that beach clip. Okay, so this is kind of different. Okay, so we're on the fan now. So this fan. There we go. Give me a break. Sorry, Daniel. Got this here. S. Durain, you want to ride Skyhawk with me, huh? So, I thought it might end up getting a bit hot in the car. I'm not totally sure. Okay, cool. So this comes up here, and then there are different ways that you could have it, or you could also hang it on something for me to be able to use however I see fit, whatever's most helpful. And then we can plug that in, and then that will go into the generator also, or not generator, but battery. Oh, and really, I don't even need this for it. I could just plug it in over here. What is all this stuff? Okay, so Beach Cliff, this is for me to do urban car camping this summer. So I'm not planning on getting hotels every time that I go up to the park, but I do want to come and stay for a while. And be able to, edit a video, all that kind of stuff. Get some things ready that evening. So I'm not planning on staying at Cedar Point or at all the different hotels right there, but instead doing some urban car camping and being able to stay at various places around Sandusky. So while I do that, I have to have things kind of set up. So it's basically like full-on camping. But so let's put these things down here. So here, and that should help me save quite a bit of money too. Okay, so now it's on. Let's see if I turn this, will it work? Will it not work? Weird, I really thought, oh, yes, there we go. Okay, cool. So we got it. It's going. Can turn it off. Hey, Mom Survival, if you want, oh, and I can get it up even faster too. That's cool. I did urban car camping in '96 when I crossed the country. I just called it sleeping in my car at rest stops. Yeah, but this is more like I'm trying to do more than just sleep in my car at rest stops. Like I'm trying to have things set up so that I actually have a nice situation and where I can really sleep too. There is the KOA campsite near Cedar Point. So you can stay there. There's also no frills cabins that you can stay in. Okay, this is, yeah, that's going to be really nice. Yeah. Lighthouse Point is great if you want to pay $300. So, yeah, the no frills houses in there, like basically they're just four walls. that you can stay in. They have some different beds, and I think most of them are bunk beds, so you can stay in one of those if you wanted to. There is also a lot of camping on Kelly's Island, which is one ride away, one boat away, I guess, to get to Cedar Point. So yeah, one of those works for it too. You could definitely do that, but yeah, it's a lot of but oh, those fill up really fast though. Kelly's Island fills up crazy fast. So if you wanted to go to Kelly's Island, that's kind of a problem. If you haven't, like, you need to do it now. You need to plan to go to Kelly's Island now. Otherwise, you will lose your opportunity very quickly. Oh, weird. Okay, yeah, and even after running it for a while, like my arm or my leg isn't hot, so that's a good thing too. Okay, we've got another battery here. This is one I've already had, the Pocket Juice. I love these Pocket Juices. Yes, I got lots of new goodies, but it's for me to go. Oh, whoa! Okay, I've not had this one. This is wow. That's huge. How much does this have in it? 20,000 megahertz. Stay powered at home and on the go with the Pocket Juice Endurance AC. It figures a folding wall charger and dual USB ports to keep your devices charged and ready for whenever you need them. Status indicator lights finish the compact design, tracking the battery life at all times. Oh, gotcha. Okay. And this also has Type-C and Type USB in it too. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can throw that away. So I love these, but I've never had one that's been anywhere near as big as this. Look at that. It's as big as my face. Maverick or Great Wolf Lodge? Which one did you like better? I definitely liked Maverick. Or what did I just say? Kalahari or Great Wolf Lodge? I definitely liked Kalahari better. I think Kalahari is more fun. But it's still very Great Wolf Lodge was still very fun. It's great for families, and especially for families with really little ones. Because we specifically chose it because we knew it'd be a little bit smaller. Walking in there though, like I filmed in there before, and I walked in and didn't know how big it actually was, but like it's a huge place. But it's a very small place. Like you could see it all right away. I was surprised at how much I could see immediately. So when you walk into Kalahari, you can't see it all. So I walked in and thought that there was a lot more to it, and really I'd already seen it all. So when I filmed my like walk around of Great Wolf Lodge, I just filmed all of it. I filmed all the public places, all that kind of stuff. Where if you watch my Kalahari video where it's like a tour of everything, I have one of the hotel itself, like all the common areas. So all the different restaurants, all the different kids things to do, stuff like that. And then Great Wolf Lodge, it's just a 18-minute walk around of me just talking about everything at the park itself. So yeah, there's just a lot less to do at Great Wolf Lodge. Although my daughter absolutely loved it because of the wands. And I'm sure we'll be back because of the wands. She wants that. So anyway, I am very surprised at this. This does not fit in your pocket. But okay, cool. And you have two USB ports and a USB-C. Or USB-C. So you can do USB-C. You could really feasibly, I believe, charge 3 things on this if you wanted to. If you have enough USB paraphernalia, and then if you have a USB-C paraphernalia also that you can use. So that's cool. Both of these I think are going to be very helpful, but this one will fit in my pocket quite a bit better. This one will have to go in a book bag. Those are substantially different sizes for me to be able to use. Now, if I have a really good cargo pant, then I could probably put them in that. So that probably might work too, to use a cargo pant. But yeah. So, if you guys are new around here at all, or you're just watching or whatever, if you're watching this on, replay, um, please press that subscribe button. We're going to be doing a lot of urban car camping this next year, and we always go to a ton of theme parks. So, come and join us. Press that subscribe button to hang out. We're not done yet. I don't want everybody to be like, oh no, he's done. We'll get off now. We've actually still got kind of the biggest thing that we're gonna do here. I'm still I'm still just in shock by how big this was. I was not expecting that. That was $35. That's gonna last me. I wonder how many charges. Does it say on the box how many charges it has? That's the wrong box. The one of these I got before, it actually said how many charges that usually is for a phone. But this one, it doesn't look like it says it at all. Yeah, 20,000 megahertz. I don't really know what that's going to mean. So I did notice there was a lot of talking here. So let's get in so that I can actually talk to you guys. What? Okay, there we go. Trent, oh yeah, okay. Also charges phone. Are you going? Oh, Hollywood Nights. Okay, Coaster Cat. Hollywood Nights at Holiday World. I would love to get down to Holiday World at some point. When does Hollywood Nights start? I don't know when it starts, but just Holiday World in general sounds really fun to go visit, and I'd really love to see it this year. But we'll see. Nothing cold here in Ohio. Phone keeps correcting. LOL. HHN would be awesome too. Yeah, I would love to do that. Yeah, Scara wins. Yes, Tim K. I've seen you so many times at Cedar Point that I figured you were the mayor of Cedar Point doing your rounds around the park. No. Trent secretly works for Cedar Point. Kelsey and myself are convinced. I mean, you'd think I'd be invited to more media events then, wouldn't you? Pretty sure a lot of the brass at Cedar Point really don't like me a whole lot. Okay, so Maverick, you said not worth it. Like for Great Wolf Lodge, I would say that Great Wolf Lodge is worth it, but only if you have kids. I wouldn't say go as an adult. I don't think you're gonna love it a whole lot. It's way too small. There's not a lot of variety. Now, if you're just looking for like a couple hours to hang out, then great, go ahead. But yeah, not the it wouldn't be as worthwhile. If you are going to Kalahari, I would say that's kind of worth it for everyone, not just families. But I would say Great Wolf Lodge is much more worth it only for families. Maverick, Lighthouse Point, any good? Now, if you're gonna stay at Lighthouse Point, you have to have a full-on camper. Like there's a specific type of camper that you have to have. Like it has to be fully enclosed. It can't be a pop-up tent, and it can't be a pop-up camper either. So those are all important things to know about it. You like you have to have the appearance that you have money, essentially at Lighthouse Point, one way or another. Um, it is a they do have fire pits for everything. Like there's a lot of fun with it, but yeah. So um, now Lighthouse Point, as far as the individual places go, like I would like to go to them. I'd like to go check them out, but I don't know if they're nice or not because I've never been inside of them, so I can't say that that's something that's worthwhile. What will the bathroom situation be like? Maybe park at Planet Fitness. Yes, yeah. Planet Fitness, YMCA's, stuff like that. You should get one of those fans that sprays water too. Coaster Cat says. I would love to get a can. Get a can. I would love to get a fan that sprays water too. But in the car, I don't need it at all. To walk around with it would be nice, but I also don't want to walk around with tons of stuff. But I think I've reached the point in my YouTube career where I'm gonna have to carry a lot of stuff all the time, no matter what. Unfortunately. Mom Survival. If you do KOA often, then get their membership. It discounts all KOAs and gets you in cheaper. KOA used to be cheap, Daniel said. John Lynn, you got lots of new goodies. Yes, I did. All stuff for me too. Like, so I spent, I don't know, $100, something like that, maybe $200. Well, I guess this was 150 alone. So maybe $300 for me to not stay in a hotel, hopefully all season long, or not as many hotels. I may still do some reviews for fun, but oh, there's a lot of people here. 37 people here. What's up, guys? We are talking about doing some urban car camping this season so that I can get to different parks way, way cheaper and easier and be able to have more of a variety this year. So, come hang out with us for an unboxing. We're still only unboxing one thing, but we're talking about a few things still in this live stream. So come hang out. Plug Top Thrill 2 into that thing. So Top Thrill 2 might run really well on this thing. This massive brick. Maverick, if you're going to include Castaway Bay also, I would say Castaway Bay is still better than Great Wolf Lodge. It's really good also in comparison uh, to Kalahari, but not, I wouldn't say as good. The thing that sets apart Castaway Bay is that there are some really cool like family rides where it's like a full water coaster, and that's really really fun. My daughter enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. My daughter's not even that much of especially back then, wasn't much of a thrill seeker, and she still enjoyed it a lot. So it was really fun. It was great for kids, great for families, but also great for adults. So I would have very few qualms with that. The problem with Castaway Bay is that it doesn't have a lot of dining in it. It's not like a one-stop shop. You're gonna feel more like you want to go to the park to do something. But yeah, so you don't just feel like you could have a fully encapsulated vacation just in that place. Might speed up that Zamperla launch. Jonah Land, Maverick is always on my mind too. Maverick. If it's adults that are with you, then Kalahari. Yeah, I agree. Who's going to Cedar Point opening weekend? I'm planning on it. I may not be able to make it actually um, to Kings Island for opening weekend. We'll have to see. That is a little bit more up in the air because my daughter's been invited to a birthday party for a friend. So that's kind of important. I would, but I'm trying to lose a bit more weight. Keep going, Daniel. That's awesome. I've never been opening day, but every video I see from it looks packed. Yes, opening day is usually packed. No matter what the situation is. So because people want to go for opening day. If you don't want it to be as packed, go like the second week. It'll be way less, and then it gets progressively, on the whole, more busy throughout the year, in my opinion. Of course, there's dips and stuff, but on the whole, it just keeps getting busier. Until Halloween and Halloween is crazy big busy. The first no, what is it? The first week in September is not busy. That is incredibly not busy. But after that, it's very busy too. So, um, like it just gets busier. But most people are procrastinators. So the further toward the end of the year, like I know when Nathan and I would go, I would all year long, all summer long, I'd be thinking, I should go to Cedar Point with Nathan. We should hang out. And then I'd be like, I'd finally text him like in the middle of August, and he'd be like, well, don't really have a lot of time. We could go. How about we go for Halloween? And so we'd end up going for Halloween. So people are like that. A lot of people are like that, not just me, but they're more last minute. So a lot of people end up in the parks last minute, and that's why it gets so busy at the end of the season. Not to mention, a lot of people just really like Halloween. There's a lot to do. There's so much entertainment, live entertainment. You have all the coasters out. And they're open late, and yeah, I mean it's like kind of the perfect situation. Plus, weather's not too hot, not too cold usually, so it all really helps. Plus, you have haunted houses too, so it's a fun way to like celebrate the season a little bit at the time too. I'm going the weekend after Halloween or after opening weekend. Yes, absolutely. Doing pass holder preview and then May 10th. I'd love to do pass holder preview. That's my dream, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get to do it this year. I'm going the third weekend. I'm worried wait time for TT2 is going to be 4+ hours. Be right back using the bathroom. Hollywood Nights is June 1st and 2nd this year. Had to get tickets back in December, though. Yeah, so I won't be there. I'm sorry if you mentioned it already, but will you be at Cedar Point opening day? Um, yes, probably. Hollywood Nights is exclusive to members of a coaster club, and 2024 is sold out. Okay, that's why. Okay. I'm not a part of any of the coaster clubs that are there. I'm not a bona fide enthusi. Beachcliff is the mayor of CP. You're the deputy. Planning on being there May 9th and 10th and May 19th and 20th. Trent is the elected president of Cedar Point. Going opening day, but I don't expect to get on TT2 that day. Yeah, maybe not. I'm a crazy Disneyland fan from CA. Just moved to the East Coast from Las Vegas last fall. I've been to Cedar Point twice over, and this summer I got season passes. We can't wait to start weekly trips. Just don't expect the same kind of themed experience. I'm there to try to encourage it. I love that themed experience, but adds bug that's not necessarily going to be what you're going to get. So just manage your expectations on that. If you are a crazy Disneyland fan, then there may be some things that are going to be different. You just have to think you're at a thrills park now instead. So you still have your buddy working at CP? If so, when do they start putting rides back together? I have no idea when they start putting the rides back together. They will at some point. We'll see. Rest stop in Port Clinton will be your best bet. Hey, that's a good idea. I like that. What's your temperature threshold for shirtless days? When I start to sweat. That's what it is. So for me, it's, like sometimes it can be cold ish, but if you're walking around a ton, then it's too hot to like you start to sweat just like mad. A couple of years ago, there was a day it was cold, it was rainy. We'd been walking around, but it was also incredibly humid. And then it started raining. I was there with Nathan. So we just took off our shirts and then ran to the front of the park because it was pouring down rain. And honestly, I hate that feeling of just like water like soaking your shirt so much that then it starts running down your back and then into your underwear. It's the worst feeling ever. So just going shirtless is way better for that. Way better than that. So yeah, we just took off our shirts and ran up to the front, and we got in the car and then drove home shirtless most of the way until like we put our shirts on the heater, and then got a lot warmer, and then finally got our clothes back on. So but I mean, yeah, we had a 2.5 hour drive. So going to opening day at Kings Island with 3 buddies, and we are thinking about renting a cabin next to the park. Do you have any other recommendations? There's just lots of hotels all around that area. Wherever you want to stay, go ahead and do it. Those cabins are going to be more expensive than most places, but there's a lot of competition, so it's not ever as bad. But you get more prestige with staying in those cabins too. I'm planning to start a new channel on here, playing at Cedar Point, and eventually other places too with my 20-year-old son. I would love to pick your brain on tips, tricks for getting started. Yeah, ads bug, yeah. My tips and tricks for getting started is do something. I make a video and you're gonna hate it years later. It doesn't matter what you do. Like something about it you're not gonna like. So just do it. Get started on it, edit it, put something out there, and then once you've put something out there, then you can start looking at it and being like, okay, what do I like about other channels? I mean, you can do that now too a little bit, but everything that you're going to put out as your very first thing, no matter what it is, it's going to always feel like it's not as good. And that's okay. That's part of the fun of it. I've still kept all my very first things up because they were awful, and that's part of why I love them. Because I get to see how I change. So I think it's really fun. Be careful where you park. You'll have to research where you can and can't stay overnight. Yeah, and really, I mean, you can always get like, first of all, from what I've seen, like essential. I will never drink in the car. I'll never be drunk in the car in any way. I mean, I'm rarely ever drunk anyway. I'm not even sure if I've ever been drunk. But that's a different story. I just don't know what other people actually think is drunk, um, but it doesn't take, it takes like a drink for me to feel somewhat lightheaded. But yeah, none of that in the car ever. If a policeman ever comes up to you, then you are able to move along. I've spent the night in parking lots several times already, just sitting in the front seat because I'll just drive somewhere and I'll be exhausted. So then I'll lay down and then just fall asleep for a little bit in a Walmart parking lot. I'll wake up in like 2 hours, and then I'll keep driving from that point. So this won't be much different. I'm only planning on probably staying in one spot for about 5 hours at a time, and then just moving on to the next place and trying to be as inconspicuous as I possibly can. So to make as little impact on any human that I possibly can. That's what the plan is. Beyond that, there are things I can do like stay at actual rest stops where that's the purpose of the rest stop. Rest stops are made for resting. But then beyond that, there's also other little tips and tricks that you can find online, like police stations and just lots of different places where you can stay. But yeah, making sure that no matter what, I will never be in any form of intoxicated. I won't have beer in my car. I won't do anything like that. I just want it to be a very simple situation for myself to be in. So yeah. Sarah Niner, I'm super late, but I'm glad I made it to the party. I mean, we're still going. We're not even done yet. I still haven't even finished my pretzels. The first day of Thursday through Sunday is the best day. Supreme fan, do you know if the hotel entrance offers ADA passes at opening? Are you talking about Hotel Breakers? There's several hotels, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. But if you're talking about Hotel Breakers, Supreme fan, I'm not sure if they'll offer you ADA passes there. I think you have to go to the front of the park because ADA passes are like a very specialized thing. Like you really have to work to get them. They're not usually like they don't just hand them out like candy to anybody. So you have to like give some medical history, talk about what things you have and if you have specific conditions, things like that. You kind of waive your rights to medical privacy with it to some degree. So then Cedar Point makes an informed decision and gives you several different ADA passes that give you different rights and privileges based upon what you need for yourself there. So if you're gonna do those, yeah, go up to the front of the park, go check it out, and ask all your questions up there. But I don't think they would do it. I'm sure they would answer your questions at Hotel Breakers and let you know what to do. So like if you're first checking in, that's probably a good place to start. Is just to say like, hey, can we do it here? What are our options? And then they'll tell you exactly where to go. And if they can do it there, then awesome. Then they can provide that for you there. But otherwise, go up to the front of the park and they'll help you out there. Would you ever take a bus back to Florida again? Loved your vlog. Well, thank you, Ghoster Cat. I would never do that. I would rather hitchhike. it was pretty miserable. I I would be much more likely to drive to several different theme parks on the way down and go to a couple different places, kind of like we're going to do. It wouldn't be too hard to continue from Dollywood all the way down to Florida. If Drew and I wanted to do that, we probably could. But yeah, just stay in the car and find different grocery stores or whatever to hang out in. So yeah, I would rather do that. I'm also thinking of posting some of my CP adventures on this year, TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Absolutely, Jonathan, you should. And also, when you do, you should post your handle here so that we can see where you are too. Would you ever take a bus back to Florida again? Oh, yeah, I already answered that. Shuggy Toe. I rented the RV for opening weekend at Camp Cedar, only $170 a night compared to the $260 a night cabins. Interesting. Wait, so you rented the RV? Oh, Camp Cedar though, that's okay. Do they rent RVs there? Is that how you do it? I'm not sure how that works on that campsite. Because that's at Kings Island, isn't it? Have you ever thought about being a CP tour guide to those out of town guests in person? At one point, I thought, because I was just really trying to figure out how to make more money with YouTube, I thought, well, what if I could like get someone to say like, yeah, we'll take you to be our tour guide. I don't even know how legal that is, honestly. I don't know that. I think Cedar Point would probably frown on that. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. I'm not sure if I could like book my own private tours to take other people on of the park, but I imagine that would be a conflict of interest. I just would assume. Favorite place to eat at CP? Always. I always say the farmhouse is always my favorite. Um, it's got some fantastic steak, great potatoes. Um, yeah, so good. Beach Cliff. How many videos are you going to squeeze out of the Carowinds and Dollywood trip? As many as I can. We'll see. We'll see how long it actually takes. And what I can do. It may be one vlog a day, or, I don't know those parks as well. So planning to be there and doing like 5 vlogs in one day would be pretty hard. At Cedar Point, that's easier because I know what to expect, and I know, like, hey, today I could probably do this vlog, and then I could do an evening vlog or whatever I'm going to do. Here, well, at both those parks, I'm less familiar with it. So it'll probably just be full day vlogs, just whatever we're doing. So it'd probably be one full day vlog at Carowinds, probably one full vlog at Dollywood, and a full vlog of whatever else we do. Plus maybe some sort of an urban car camping thing. If I do multiple days at Carowinds, which I think we're going to do anyway, then I'll probably do maybe 2 full vlogs of that. Like for each day I'll do a vlog. And if there's something where I'm like, hey, we can do a cool challenge like this, then maybe we'll do some sort of special thing beyond that. The channel is already up, but waiting for my uploads to come. Theme park goofs. Oh, cool. I hope it takes off. I hope maybe to see you out there in the battlefield. Hey, I'll check out theme park goofs. That's cool. I'm going to take a screenshot of that right now. That screenshot was trash. All right, there we go. Maverick, never miss an opening day. Any new food places at CP this year? No, I don't think there is. The place you pick up ADA passes changes all the time. Go to guest services and they'll tell you where for that day. Thank you, Beachcliff. Nixon, mini enthusiast, laughs so hard when you say our last name right. Sarah Niner. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't believe how bad people butcher it. That's funny. Who had a good time at Winter Chill Out this year? I loved Winter Chill Out. It was so much fun. Yes, they have parked RVs you can rent for the night alongside the cabins. Can you drive them too? That's interesting to me that they do that. I suppose that's a cheap way to get a hotel up, right? I have dogs and fries for dinner. I need to go eat pretty soon. We've been on this live stream for 100 minutes, guys. What's your favorite park besides Disney or Universal? Besides Disney or Universal, I mean, I'm gonna have to say Cedar Point is my favorite park. But I don't think that's what you're looking for. So I'm gonna say also SeaWorld. I love SeaWorld. SeaWorld's really fun. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Yeah. Just a lot of the rides like Mako is really fantastic. I love how some of the queues go underwater. That's all pretty fun. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I would like to go to a lot of other parks though. So I think Dollywood probably could be a pretty strong contender for that too. I've never been to Canada's Wonderland, but I dream of it. It looks like Kings Island on steroids with that huge, beautiful falls right behind it. And it is a beautiful park. Just everything about it is so pretty. So absolutely, I'd love to go there. That's a huge place for me. I should have said campers. They got a king bed, bunk beds, and full kitchen. That's cool. Worst restaurant at Cedar Point. Oh, Derby Dogs. Derby Dogs is the worst thing I've ever experienced. I was like, oh, it's like, $16 for a dog. Like, I expected they'd have something that would set it apart. Steam the buns, make the dogs kind of charred, do something to make it special. And instead, it's boiled hot dogs, and you can put like whatever the homemade toppings are that you could easily do at home. Like, it's like chopped up onions, and it's already shredded cheese, like just stuff you'd buy from the grocery store. It's chili, which chili is a thing, but yeah. So I like, at least chili could have some sort of thing to it that's makes it a little bit special. And that's like sour cream, like a dollop of Daisy's ice or of sour cream. Like, it's just not anything that's crazy. So yeah. What do you think of the Mac Extreme Spinner rumored at Holiday Park themed to Tomorrowland? What? Holiday Park themed to Tomorrowland? I don't really know, because I don't really know anything as far as rumors go, other than what's happening at Cedar Point. And even then, I'm usually behind you a little bit. So the way you describe Derby Dogs makes me happy. I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, yeah, it's so gross. I've been to Cedar Point a million times, and I still haven't tried Hugo's. European Park Talk, yeah. It's... I will tell you this. Mac Extreme Spinners look horrendous to me because I don't like to spin. I hate spinning, and I hate going backwards. Those are my two things that I hate probably the most. Even at Busch Gardens, they had a ride that it's like themed to the head of a snake. I forget what it's called right now. Was it like Pharaoh's Revenge? Something like that. It was a fun ride, but it also kind of hurt. And at times you're going backwards, and at times you're going forward. I had just ridden, though, Guardians of the Galaxy, and I liked Cobra's Curse. That's it. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy a lot, but Guardians of the Galaxy felt more controlled and smoother, which I guess makes sense. It's newer, but yeah, not... Hey, Trent, how about the Happy Fryer is a good place to eat at Cedar Point? Jeremiah, you are obsessed with Happy Fryer. Beachcliff, are you saying that Cobra's Curse is a good ride, or are you saying that that Guardians of the Galaxy is a good ride? We have 36 people on stream right now, guys. I don't know what's happening. Okay. If you haven't, though, press that subscribe button since you're here. Cobra's Curse, yeah. It's really cool theming, so I can definitely get behind that. We can do our last thing today. That's airbed. So we've got this airbed. It does say on it, open airbeds may not be returned. It can only be exchanged for something of equal or lesser value. I'm riding the struggle bus here, guys. Have you met Tony Clark? I've met him a couple times, yes. I got to talk to him for a while one time because I was there for a media event. He told me that he liked my opening day vlog of 2022 because I kept a really positive attitude throughout it. And it was not necessarily the best day, but I did keep a positive attitude. But I think Tony wants everybody to only say positive things about Cedar Point. And I think that's kind of a problem because you guys watch influencers to know exactly what the situation is at different parks. I think they would be really smart to lean into influencers because, of course, their PR teams can never say anything negative. And that's the way it should be. I'm not like being sarcastic. I'm not mad about that. Um, that's the way companies work. Company PR teams are made to say positive things about the company, and that's fine. Um, but they should be really leaning into people are um, who are influencers who can say the negative thing for multiple reasons. One of them is so that they can see what's like where they can improve. Like they can hear from multiple people who are very well acquainted with the park and very well acquainted with the audience of the park, and they can kind of look at that and go, okay, so they don't like these things. Okay, maybe we should change some of those things. Now, that doesn't mean they have to change all of them. Just that's something that I think would be worthwhile information for them to know, which they still can do. I mean, me, Beachcliff, Droco, we're all out there, along for the ride. Like we're all out there talking about this stuff. Ghoster coasters, and they're like, so we're still saying those things, but I think they would be really smart to be like, hey, we want to partner with you guys anyway. We want to show you around the parks, give you our best foot forward, but we're not going to like tell you that you have to be fully positive or anything like that. We just want you to experience our parks and to talk about them. So I think that's the best situation. What's up, offensive Smurf? I thought it said offensive smut, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot. Okay, so this sleeping bag, it comes with a pump here, and it looks like it plugs in too. So it has a C port charger. And then that's where you would plug it in. Hey, Droco, glad to see you're back. I do not know what these things are even a little bit. I have no idea, but it comes with these things too. And I think there's some instructions in there also. Yeah. Also, it has these instructions here. Limited warranty. And service center locations. If I take this out, there's a box here, or there's a bag here for my mattress to go into. Okay, that's cool. With the brand on it, too. Not a sponsored post. And should have probably been saying that for all of this. None of this has been sponsored. It's just stuff I'm buying for this. If someone wants to sponsor me, please feel free to come and sponsor me. Hey, Coaster Cat, you're following me on Instagram right now. Guys, go check me out on Instagram. I am opening up stuff that I'm going to be using for urban car camping this year. So I have a whole bunch of different things. Kind of the most important of all of them is this. It's a battery right up here. So this battery, it does all kinds of things, but mostly it can turn on for me to be able to have power in the car. So I can actually run my phone and stuff like that because I'm going to just be sleeping in my car. I could maybe run, I thought maybe a little heater, but I don't think that's going to work. But I can run a little fan. I can run a whole bunch of different things. So that's definitely a fun thing to be able to do. Oh, man. All right. This seems like a problem. I don't see anything to plug that into. Does it just plug into this the way it is? Okay. Yeah, I think it just goes in there. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So it's just the top. I thought it would surely have like an attachment. And I was like, why? What happens? But this is in here like this. You can't put it into that. That won't work. But if you take this off, then getting into it, it'll go all the way inside. And there's like a full connection that it makes with it. There we go. So then I would just have to hook up a USB, which I can do. Is this one USB-C? This is not USB-C. Shoot. Well, here's a USB-C. Can get that running right now. So funny thing is, Maverick, now it's actually getting hot. Like now I'm feeling like taking off my shirt. Yep, I'm still live. Yeah, so yes, Beach Cliff. I have a new car with a full back to it that will be plenty big enough for me to, and maybe one other person, to lay down in to be able to sleep. So that's why Drew and I are going to hang out down there. Yes, I did get bulk nasal strips from Costco. I'll show them to you at the end of the live stream if you want me to. They've been working incredibly. It's not from Costco. I didn't get them from Costco. I think I got them from Walmart. But they are extra strength, and they I've never slept so well. Just like they open up my air passages. I didn't even put them in last night, and I woke up feeling refreshed and because I think it's just opened up my nasal cavities. I'm not joking at all. I love it. It's been so good. Not at all joking. All right, so we're gonna need to scoot this thing back. Hopefully I don't destroy everything I have. And yes, way better than a CPAP. I've tried a CPAP and I feel like I'm drowning in a CPAP. It's awful. So that's not something that's in the cards for me. I don't want to use a CPAP. Okay. Plug it in. It's on. Well, how do I get it to turn on though? That's weird. Oh, there we go. There's a button on the bottom. There we go. So it's on right now. There we go. Perfect. Oh no. Why aren't you working? No. Don't stop. Shoot. No. Don't stop working. It might have come out. It might have come loose. There we go. Okay, so here's the bed. Ah, come on. I hate it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get a bigger one that's not gonna have as many problems. Okay. I have lots of things all set up all around this room, so it's hard to make enough space. But we are going to get this mattress blown up from my converter too. Like, that's literally what's running this too. So right there, that's running it. I just thought, oh no, I hope I don't have any underwear on the floor or anything, but I don't think I do. So, okay, I have a sock. Here's a dirty sock. Okay, the problem is this is gonna need to take, I'm gonna have to plug it in with my brick. Since this is C to C. From sea to shining sea. Alright. Let's try it one more time here. So we're gonna take out one of the there we go. Cool. Come on. I'm trying to see if there's some way that this is supposed to be plugged in. Weird. Okay. Well, that doesn't work. Apparently it doesn't like my that. So instead we're just gonna have to keep it down here. There we go. It is at least going, which is good. I did not get the cloud shoes, no. There's a whole story behind it, but I won't bore you with it now. Okay. There we go. Wow. Yeah, that's nice. So that'll keep me just a little bit off, and it'll also allow for airflow to go through my back so I won't get like too hot during the night. So that's really nice. That's pretty cool. So we'll have that, and then we'll also have a couple different blankets, and I'm also thinking about maybe getting either another blanket or some sort of a egg crate, something like that. Let's see how well it disconnects, and then I'll answer all the rest of your comments too. Okay, if I'm going to take this out, take it out quickly, and then put it in here. Just like that. Perfect. There we go. So that would be definitely nice. And it does come with like its own pillow too, for me to use. Although I'll definitely bring my own pillow. But yeah, that's definitely cool. All right. Well, while I finish this delicious and incredibly healthy little snack of mine, let's see what all you guys have said. Oh, let's also turn this thing off. There we go. Whoa, 43 people now. What's up, everybody? I'm going for my glasses again. We are going to be doing some urban car camping this year. If you guys are here hanging out, we're going to be setting up my entire car for it. I'll probably be making a video about that too, the way that I'm setting up my car and the way we actually do things. And then we'll be doing a little bit of urban car camping stuff because that will be the way that we go to see coasters this year and really just theme parks this year. Much cheaper way to travel. And why am I putting on my glasses? Much cheaper way to travel. So yeah, come and join us. Press that subscribe button if you haven't. I can't believe there's 45 people in this live stream. So if you don't, come and join us. Come hang out. That's awesome. What about the heat in the south? Well, I have a fan also that will connect to this generator, this battery. It's not a generator, it's a battery. But I can plug that battery then into my car and be able to charge it up throughout the year whenever I need to. It'll only charge for half-hour increments, though. So I can't have it on for a long time because it could end up like blowing up. I think even if it blew up, I think it would just melt, but still not something I want to happen in my car. So bathroom solutions are rest stops and, just like normal travel, rest stops, restrooms, and then you can always get gym memberships to be able to get wherever you want to go from there, or a water bottle. That'll work too. The Cedar Point pool will work also, or just bathing in the beach. That's another way. Depends on where I'm going. There are lots of different things that I'll do on different days, but a lot of it will be Planet Fitness, to be honest. So let's see then. Oh, yes. I was going to go through all of your top chats. Whoa, you guys had like a whole conversation about coasters while I was doing this, huh? Oh, my word. Do those nasal strips take care of the snoring? They do help quite a bit, I think. Like I wake up and the back of my throat doesn't feel like it's been abused all night. So that's been nice. Hope everyone is doing well. I've been binge watching videos to prep for my trip to CP this June. Awesome. Thanks, Single and Placing. I'm glad you came and joined us. Have you been to Knoebels? I have never been to Knoebels, and that is a dream place for me to go. Knoebels, Windermere. There's a whole bunch of PA places. Oh my word, what's the other place called? I forget what it's called. There's another place. It's in Allentown, Pennsylvania, right by Bethlehem, and I did my internship in like right north of that. Dorney Park, thank you. I want to go to Dorney Park. I want to go to Hershey Park. I want to go to a whole bunch of those. Like there's like 4 of them all in a row. I'll hit Cedar Point, and then I'll hit a couple other coasters, and maybe even hit the Steelers place. Kennywood. Maybe hit Kennywood also on my way. So just all of those. I'd like to go hit a whole bunch of those all at one time. That would be so much fun for me. After a year or so, you get used to a CPAP. Yeah, after a year or so of feeling like I'm drowning, man, I can't. Waldemar is better than Knoebels. Interesting. I'd like to go to both. That sounds really fun to me. And I love little parks like that too. Like Indiana Beach is so much fun. It's very quaint. It's a cool place to go visit. So I love to do that. Um, Ravine Flyer 2 or Phoenix? No idea about Ravine Flyer. Ravine Flyer is way better than Phoenix. Ra- Ravine Flyer, no competition. Before your trip, fill it up. Oh, no, I don't know that I will. I think I'm going to try to empty. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll fill this up before my trip. Yeah. Because then I can always fill it up again and just top it off, to make sure I have enough in it. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Ravine Flyer is janky. Phoenix is very smooth but very overrated. Phoenix is good because of the buzzed bars, but definitely not close to the best Woody. Best Woody is either El Toro or Ghost Rider. Beach Cliff Studios or Voyage. Love El Toro, especially at night. Haven't been on GR yet. Hopefully you kept your receipt. Kept my receipt for what? Don't forget Voyage. I've not ridden Ghost Rider or Voyage, but Toro is amazing. It's my number 3. Going to Voyage first time for Halloween. No, nope. For Hollywood Nights. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, what is it? Does anyone have a tip on when Coaster Mania tickets might go on sale? I did see the Beach Cliff already answered that. Are there metal detectors at other thrill rides at CP other than Steep? Okay, there are not at other parks or at other places other than Steel Vengeance. They do have a few at other parks beyond, but not any other rides at Cedar Point. I think I said that wrong. There are none at Cedar Point other than Steel Vengeance. But they are very, very serious. And like if you have a wallet even on you that's in a zipped up pocket, it doesn't matter what you have, they will find it. So just leave it all in the free lockers. It's easy, it's quick. I have a full video on it. Go check it out if you want to. If you're confused about it, because I always heard about it and I was like, it can't be free. Cedar Point wouldn't give you free lockers. It's free. It is free. And I'll show you exactly how in that video if you go check that out. Just search Not Your Normal Guy lockers even. I bet it'll come up. I was there with you online. I had a blast. I know the story. You don't know the whole story because they couldn't accept my my phone for my payment because of my bank. So that's the problem. Vessi are the best. Might be at TT2, but no other ride but Steve. Tickets for Coaster Mania will probably go on sale around late April or early May. Thanks, Coaster Cat. Looks nice. I'm looking forward to the car camping videos. Thanks, Jonah Lynn. Yeah, I'm excited about the car camping videos. I think it's going to be really fun and kind of a different feel for the channel a little bit. And plus, it'll just be a great way to save some money and to make this a more viable business opportunity for me. So yeah, and also if you guys want to support the channel, please go check out my Patreon. You're more than welcome to go do that. And there's more videos there that you can go check out too. I'm sure I'll be doing some more car camping videos. I'm also going to be including a full vlog a month on Patreon too. So if you want to go check that out, that'll be specifically geared toward the Patreon audience and what they want to see. And you can vote if you are above, if you're at the gatekeeper tier, and you can tell me what you want to see, and then we vote on it if you are in the Steel Vengeance tier. I hope they won't ban cold drinks from near TT2. I heard water will wreak havoc on the new launch system. Well, I would hope not. Considering it's gonna rain, like that seems like a problem if that's the case. I'm not putting it beyond what Cedar Point's capable of, but I mean, rainwater is pretty cold, so that seems like it would be a problem. What about the heat in the south? Yeah, so in the south, if there's heat, I have a fan, little fan. Where'd it go? It's somewhere. right here. And it will actually even hook up. Oh, no, not that. It would even hook up with my very small batteries, even though they're big batteries. Like one of them is huge. So I have this massive battery here. So it would even hook up to this if I wanted to do it. But just to kind of keep the air circulating, I have this fan. I can hang it up. And if I need more fans, I can go buy more of these. These are like $10. So they're really cheap, easy to use. And they plug into this full battery here too. Why are you not off? Feels like a problem. There we go. There we go. Okay. So it has this full charger to it, and then I can plug that in my battery, and I could get another one if I wanted to. I could do as many as I need to. Asics Gel Nimbus 25S. Do it. I don't even know where I can buy Asics, honestly. What's your bathroom solution? Water bottle, Maverick said. Who said something about... Someone said some... Oh, I was talking Dorney, Hershey, Dorney. All season meal plan plus car camping. Yes, exactly. All season meal plan plus car camping. I'll have plenty of food to be able to take care of me throughout the whole year down there. And really, like, it's cheap. To pay money and gas might actually be as cheap as getting meals because I don't need to spend money eating. Like, I can just be at the park and I can eat all day. So, especially if I don't have to drive back and forth, that's perfect. I can easily go stop at a rest stop, get a little bit of a rest, even if I need to pay, $2 to get on the rest or get on the highway. I could do that easily. Have a little place where I can stop, go back to the park the next day. It's pretty easy and it's a simple thing to be able to do. I'm 35 today. Jason, happy birthday. Oh, I would like to hit King's Dominion too. Yes, that is another one that I'd like to hit. If I make that trip, I'd like to do that. And I might even hit like every other one each day and then be able to come back and hit another every other on the way back. The place in Erie is Waldemere. Favorite CP coaster of mine is Raptor. Knoebel slaps so hard. I love it so much. I love Michigan's Adventure. I'll give you that, Maverick. I do think it's a hidden gem, and I wish that Cedar Fair would invest more in it. I think what their line of thinking is there's something on either side of it. If you're coming from the Chicago area, because of the lakes, you have to come from the south usually, unless you're going to go all the way north and then down. So with that, you should go around, and then you're going to hit Dorney Park, and then you're going to hit the Chicago Six Flags there, or you can go to Cedar Point and hit that before you take the Great Lakes and you go north from there. So either way, you're going to hit into a big park. So I think they're just like, we would rather invest in Cedar Point than invest in Michigan Adventure because Michigan's Adventure isn't going to get as many people there. So. I hope you do Dorney this year so you can tell us how Iron Menace is. Uh-oh, is that a ride I'm going to hate? Will you be picking up any hitchhikers during your road trips? That would make a great vlog. Yeah, it'd make a great vlog you'd never see because you'd never see from me again. No, I'm not picking up hitchhikers. From a guy that works at CP as an electrician, the launch is made by Intrasys, which is Intamin's launch company. It will be just fine getting wet. They make the most reliable launches on the market. Yeah, it's like there's no way it could not get wet. Like that feels very impossible for Cedar Point. You can shower at Love's. Yeah, that is another place I've thought about. Yeah, if I could do that, that'd be great. Justin, if you wouldn't mind, I have a couple questions for you about a video I want to do. Maybe I can shoot you my email. I'm 20 today. Ohio truck honking. Happy birthday. That's awesome. Marcus, you should hit a mountain coaster in Tennessee. I would love to hit a mountain coaster in Tennessee, and I think that's the plan. I think we're planning on doing something like that, but I'm not going to like speak for it necessarily because, I mean, there's going to be two of us, so we'll see what we do. Like, I'm up for almost anything, whatever we want to do. We might go hit some of the other stuff too, some of the other like historic sites around it, so we'll see. I think you can park overnight at Cracker Barrel. That'd be cool. There's one in Sandusky and also at Planet Fitness. Yeah, I think that's probably the better option because then people are in and out too. But yeah, I can leave them alone and they can leave me alone. I picked up a hitchhiker in Vermont one time and he was super weird. So I dropped him off at a rest stop and left. Yeah, one time there was a guy, I was walking around downtown Fort Wayne and there was a guy who came right out. I just come out of a church there and he came right out and he was like, "Hey, do you or would you take me on a ride?" And I was like, "Sure, I will." Actually, he asked me for money, and then he was like, "I need you to take me on a ride." Well, he like took me. He's like, "I need you to go all the way down this road." So I went all the way down the road, and then he was like, "Wait a minute, no, this is wrong. We need to go all the way back the other way." And so I was like, "Okay, no, this is sus. Like, there's a problem here. I'm not sure what's happening." So I dropped him off and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't be doing this anymore. Here's $20. And then I just got out of there. So I was like, I can't do this. I can't I was trying to be really nice to someone and it's just sometimes it can be a problem. Um, Smoky Mountain Alpine Coaster in Pigeon Forge was a blast. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to check that out. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to take a screenshot of it so that I remember what it's called. No, this was 1997, so pre-vlog days. Yeah, unfortunately. The funny thing is my dad used to take full videos of like every vacation that we went on. And I want to get his videos back. Like I know where they all are in the house. Like they're not hard to find. But I hitchhiked by Atlantic City when I ran out of gas. I wasn't weird though. Yeah. Yeah, like those are tough waters to tread. Like if you're gonna get in the car, be quiet, but maybe don't be too quiet. I don't know. Last Sunday I got 30 rides on Fury 325, 8 on Thunderstriker, and 1 on Afterburn. Wow, that's a lot. So yeah, we'll see what all we do. Down in Tennessee. I think it'd be a lot of fun to go visit a lot of different places, and we'll vlog the whole thing, like whatever we're doing. So come hang out with us for that trip if you'd like to. There'll be quite a few vlogs coming up, and those vlogs will get us through to, well, actually, what I have now will get us through to opening day of Cedar Point. So but there's still vlogs that are coming out. And I always end up at the beginning of the season. I can't always come for every week, no matter what, because I'm still working too. So sometimes there's just times when I can't come, and I'll have my daughter too, and she doesn't always want to come, and that's okay. I never want her to feel forced to do anything with that, unless it's just something where it's a rule of something that we're doing. But so yeah, well, I'd really love to be able to um, do some stuff, but every once in a while there's something where I can't. So that's where my leftover vlogs of Kalahari and Great Wolf Lodge will come in. Theme park ASMRs are about to go up. Also on Patreon, we're going to be putting theme park ASMRs on there that are very long. So if you just want to sleep to the sounds of your favorite amusement parks, you can sleep to them. I'll just have them on loop for you to see on Patreon. Otherwise, we'll have 10-minute clips that are not copyrighted on our YouTube page. So all those, you can check those out. If you just want some relaxing and you want to be able to see the park, then that's awesome. But you can see more of it if you want to go on Patreon and do that too. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up, and I think it's going to be really fun. So I hope you guys hang around for that also. But I think I'm going to end this live stream here. Thank you guys so much. It has been a long time. I guess not that long. It's been, well, yeah, 2 hours, over 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Please press that like button or subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Yes, you guys have a great day too. And let's